I'm actually really excited about the Sentinel in mid, to be quite honest with you. I think it's a hero we're not seeing a whole lot of, and I think perhaps this mid lane's going to be what a little bit better suited for him.
Roddgeee also managed to stay in lane to have experience and get some last hits, but FPC wants to kill him, and now with a point in Whirling Death, it will be possible.
Okay, so this early Timbersaw pressure is very early, a bit.
I'm actually expecting an earlier rotation by NARMAN, but this depends on Kokz's build. And he hasn't gone for a single point of Pit of Malice. He just wants to harass Yopaj and kick him out of lane. Yopaj is going for him.
Going for the arrow?
Let's see if the arrow will hit. It will not. It's avoided, and it doesn't matter because Yopaj is good enough. Sleight of Fist gets the kill. Blightstone there actually doing a lot of work.
But usually Midas is pretty early on them. He does have the casual gloves of haste, but is pivoting pretty quickly into the mechanism. They might be expecting some early fights, or potentially this is to kind of play with the Underlord's mobility.
This is the early fight, or the early gank forced by Boom. They kill Roddgeee quickly, but they want a second support. That's going to be NARMAN trying to run back home, but unfortunately the Shadow Demon doesn't have the space to do so. Four heroes on top of him.
They're looking to smoke around Skem, trying to find whatever they can. Seems like the target might be FBZ.
It's a hard one.
Not easy.
He has Hood. Okay, they start with the Pit. They actually consume the Tome for the Mortimer's kisses. All the damage in the world against Skem.
They'll get him.
That's going to be enough.
Yeah.
And where did Kokz put the second gate?
Top lane. It was maybe if they needed to also doom him.
And now Force is going to get beat up as xNova is going to lead this onslaught. There's the TP. Natsumi is also nearby. His armlet. Can they kill this Doom? This Doom is not as tanky as Timbersaw. Hoof Stomp to delay the inevitable. The TPs are coming though. Perhaps is inevitable. As in comes the Shadow Demon. That disruption will save him, and the counterattack is good. The Port Clockwork xNova in the trees he goes. He might save himself for now, but the multi-shot will catch him, nick him, and kill him. Now Natsumi dies using his first life. The rotation from FBZ finally coming by. Roddgeee with a cookie stops Natsumi from retreating, but Natsumi doesn't want to retreat. He wants to fight right back. Going for Kokz, attempting, but FBZ doesn't want to lead entirely. It's the Emperor's Dead to get the kill on NARMAN. FBZ, how fast are you? How courageous are you? Apparently not just enough. They're waiting for Yopaj. They do get answering chains. They will respect his Drow Ranger. FBZ, though, waiting for that Pit of Malice, does not want to get stuck again. And they'll poke and prod, but not quite commit to this fight.
Sticking around a little bit too long, trying to get that second life. It's a bit too greedy. FBZ's respawn, he has TP. Yopaj as well finds the time to rotate on over. Speaking of greed, Yopaj, I think he should be fine. xNova is here to also fight alongside with him, but Yopaj is falling pretty low. Silence caught. He's tanking the entire Firestorm, but will still live through it. And in fact, it's Kokz who's going to go down in the meantime.
Force continues this fight now with a Doom. They turn it around, help with that Skem slow. It's impossible for FBZ to get away, and that's what he was respecting last initiation. Not getting Pit of Malice and doomed, impossible for him to run away. They might go for Skem here. Skem is not going to expect them to come from behind the tier 1 tower. And that's what Yopaj is counting on. He knows where he is based on the smoke as well. Nice searing chains into the arrow with a chalk arm. That's going to be a dead Skemberloo.
He's just dead. And really good patience by Natsumi. He probably knows they're looking to go hunting for him, and now it's obvious. The tier 1 tower is still alive mid.
The fastest one, this DPC tour. All the fastest things always happen in SEA.
Kokz?
He has been found. Pit of Malice. Searing chain.
Didn't get off the Firestorm.
In the Pit of Malice, he might be able to counter-initiate here. He did die, but the rest of GEEK SLATE is already here. xNova, not the best target. In fact, it's racing as crazy, but the Pit of Malice, the last bit of it, will stop this initiation from Boom. They really wanted to kill Force. Their Desolator would destroy him. Was it yesterday they were talking about?
Wednesday, sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. It is yesterday for me too.
Yeah, same. I know, you haven't left.
But of course, Underlord can always just TP back in with that Fiend's Gate.
And you can call on the boys as well with the Fiend's Gate. They don't even have to commit TPs. Obviously they will, it's more convenient, but still.
Interesting choice. He takes the tower in the middle lane now, opening up the map a little bit. And they will call one of the boys back. It's Skem. They want to at least force back Natsumi, perhaps force his reincarnation here. He is slowed by a lot. They did force the big KB. He might just die regardless. Nice armlet toggling, saving him from those marksmanship procs.
Really, really good stuff. That's still an opening for GEEK SLATE, though. They didn't quite get through him, but they only really commit the Shadow Demon Demonic Purge.
Yes.
Still a little bit of
They forced BKB.
Yes, and they forced the BKB, which does get them into a potential good Roche fight now that he's respawned.
Oh, this is scary. They need control over this area, and that ward is not helping them out at all. Kokz is being torn to shreds. Force as well. These true strength heroes look like they were agi right now, as Skem manages to make it out alive. Here comes Kokz again with his Fiend's Gate, but I think he's realized this is not the place for Kokz.
No, it's not. That's another BKB force at the very least.
Okay.
But now, Boom, they're going to get everything here. They've lost nothing, and they've just gained now a free shard and Aegis on Ember Spirit.
Boom is going to win just by default. What is this, cultural points victory kind of situation?
Yeah, exactly. The Civ 5, Sid Meier's, you know, win conditions here. And now they're trying to sneak in. I don't know if Barracks break smoke.
Nope. They found an Underlord.
Good save. Oh,
that is
Doom.
Doom. Maybe that helps out. No, if he's stunned. And actually, Raytheon just comes back in. They do still have Reincarnation on. They forced him to get out of the Doom, but he comes back into the Doom area. He doesn't really care. At his first life.
Yopaj just killed the enemy mid. He has no buy.
Yeah, that's Kokz dead as well. Natsumi activates his BKB now and goes against Doom a second time. He acted in the middle of that Reincarnation. You can now, the BKB is instant when you revive, so you can't really stop you, I think. No, he's just tanky tower hit speed. Yeah, he wants to die. He wants to die.
He's got 50 seconds on Aegis.
He's baiting them to see if they are going to go further. He has a lot of time to die. There we go. He dies to the Shadow Poison.
Roddgeee will get him.
They break the Timber Saw, but they have AC now, so it doesn't really matter much. Also, he has Ags.
Damage with that double Chakram.
It's absurd. That's when Timber Saw becomes a late game machine as well against this Drow. They Searing Chains are double Chakram as well. Skem almost died to that. The arrow didn't hit, but in comes the Ember Spirit again. Disruption will save her, which means Yopaj is just going to go back.
Busy a bit early there, mistimed the disruption save. Doesn't it just doesn't matter. It's oppressive. It's really an oppressive game for GEEK SLATE. That being said, kudos to them. They're sticking in it.
Wonder what their plan is though. Oh, okay, up to the high gun. This is the high gun that's killed him multiple times. There's the Doom.
Wow, the BKB reaction. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was good. And I think that might just save this Wraithing who's fighting force head on. He's still working on it. Mortimer's kisses. Maybe get rid of Natsumi's first life. Natsumi wants to die with the slow close to the enemy team and getting the stuns off. Now they finally found Xepher loot. He's dead. He's going to buy back immediately. Less resources for Boom as Yopaj finishes off the last hero here. Kokz is down. And Boom. They will now have to retreat as everyone is coming back for them. This might be an opportunity. Fiend's has been used aggressively. Xepher now in trouble. Multi-shot on top of this. The cookie's good. And FBZ finally low on HP, but he still has the Lotus Orb to save him. Yopaj wants to continue this fight, and it seems like Force is stuck between a Rock and a Wraith King. And this Wraith King is just trying to pummel him. Skem dies a second time thanks to FBZ and Yopaj. Force doesn't matter any longer. Boom won 2 fights. Back-to-back, losing not a single hero in these fights.
By the way, you heard lots of sad trombones in that fight, so that was forced the entire time. I just want to make that. I wanted to butt in, but we couldn't because the team fight was just lasting longer. Credit where credit is due. You know, GEEK SLATE, they throw literally all 5 buybacks with them. It's exactly what...
All right, I believe in the Kokz Underlord, this pit of hell.
Sure.
Of course you do.
Yeah. I think it's the right call for him to make, and denies the Underlord, you know, one earlier timing perhaps here or something like that. Bottom though, they will make that play onto Force, and with 3 heroes, we get our first blood 8 minutes and 37 seconds in. That has to be one of the later timings I've seen so far.
Okay. If xNova is a good Mirana, all you need is a track. It's the real test here.
There you go.
Xepher, look. Track! Oh, he didn't? He does now.
He got the track. Oh, there it is. A little bit of
telekinesis. It's a little bit less, has a worse ring to it.
No, but I could very well see Rubik screaming that as he practices magic shows. Middle lane though. FBZ doing a bit of magic. Nice spear setup out from the arrow. And there's going to be now Skem actually ulting on in. Kokz trying to get out, just runs head first into the arena walls. He will die. FBZ barely lives here as the kiss's damage is not enough. 2 heroes escaping. Oh, well, not xNova.
And Xepher has decided to disconnect.
Oh, no.
All of Boom disconnect.
Oh, no. Oh, man, that's such a good question. I think I'm going to have to get back to that.
Okay, well, we'll get back to that. Yeah, I'll give you time to think. It is a oh, Xepher's alive! Oh, my God.
Wow.
What a player.
He even turned to Fade Bolt him, too. He's turning around.
Oh, Xepher.
Nicely done.
And it goes back to what we had last game, where maybe a little bit too passive by GEEK SLATE's lineup. You do have a Spectre, so I guess that changes now. You can play around the Ags timing.
I agree. I'd like to
Kokz,
see...
though. Cookie the Kokz. But he's been caught. Kokz now.
Oh.
So the Searing Chains they do, plus Light of Fist, but he ran back into the Pit of Malice. That's not good for Yopaj. As the Mortimer's going to start raining down, Yopaj is just going to die. Skem at the haunch ready. And that completely stopped Boom's initiation. Force once more. He is going to get speared, plus a little bit more damage from God's Rebuke. Skem tanking that Firestorm.
Yep, stolen.
They just need track, though, and they vision. Shadow Step should kill this Rubik, because you get the extra damage from Spectral Dagger once they get to him.
Okay, Force. There's an arena.
There is an arena. Oh, the cookie. They're not really sure where they're going. They catch him in the tail end of the arena. Well done, Force.
Kokz
Beat dead here. Maybe not with the help of Kokz. He is saving Force right now. Force will live, just barely. Even the enemy Pit of Malice, sorry, the enemy Firestormer is not enough to finish him off. As Rubik steals Spectral Dagger as he falls, but FBZ sees the opportunity, going right for Skem. Skem is cookied, but this time he will not live. In fact, Roddgeee joins now in the fight a little bit late, and he'll be punished for his tardiness. Immediately killed off by an arrow and a Morphling.
Really good spell stealing there by Xepher, even if he does have to take a death.
Really patiently. That was a super late arena, honestly, and it was the right one.
In the trees now, they will find Hustle and NARMAN, and he is going to fall for the third casualty of his side this fight. A bounty hunter to scout and set up for kills, Spectral Hunt, or just the Shadow Step in, and then of course the Underlord ulti if needed to bring in the rest of the boys. Haven't really seen too many instances of it yet.
He's caught now.
That's a bad kitty. Down she goes.
And with a Shadow Step, you can go for Natsumi. They have the vision for the track.
It's actually low on mana.
He is. He can't get waveform. Has a clarity, but no time to use it. Is there any help coming? Yes, we have FBZ running right to Natsumi. Help, brother! There's like that scene in In Time. Will Justin Timberlake get there in time? He will. And he is saved.
For now. At what cost, though? As Xepher seems to have to pay the price for this one himself. And, of course, with the track, that's even more gold fed over.
Force is going to continue this. In fact, he wants Timberlake to die. He hit this boy band, killing off Natsumi. Now going for Force next, hoping to get a counter kill that will secure this bounty hunter's life. Skem, though, trying to get away. He could be in trouble himself. The damage from Yopaj apparently is enough. God's Rebuke from FBZ, killing off Skem. Now the Enchantress being pinned to a tree, but they need a little bit more damage for Roddgeee. It's hard to finish off a hero with Untouchable. Kokz feels really strong, and he keeps on attacking FBZ.
Get through the Spectre a little bit easier, or if he's going to use it on one of the tanky heroes, maybe even the Bounty Hunter, right, to do a little bit more damage, because you would get that double shuriken.
Interesting. Force going for Natsumi now, and actually with Kokz joining, they might be able to kill this Morphling. That was quick.
Skem as well. This is the global lineup, right?
Right. It's finally online.
I think this is exactly how you draw it up on the chalkboard. You have this Bounty Hunter hero look for picks, and then you have two other heroes join them immediately after, and I think that they might catch Yopaj on the opposite side of this too.
Yopaj, it's crazy they're getting 2 kills.
It's a regular hunt.
Across the map. That is a regular hunt. They got him with the Angel as well. Yopaj close to dying. Doesn't have any more remnants. Finally will fall. Okay, GEEK SLATE really showing up. This is the power of Underlord.
And they only get Roddgeee as well in the mid lane. It's not worth it at all for Boom. It's something, right? But it's not really going to help the pain whatsoever.
You only get the Janata damage.
Right.
So I feel like it is just Spectre. Like you said, reducing your attack speed is too valuable. He becomes really weak. And you also have BKB on FBZ. Solid chances for Boom.
Oh, there they are. Force has found his mark down bottom. He's got his quarry. Oh!
Yopaj just cannot live anywhere on this map. He's an Ember Spirit, and he's looking like he's playing, you know, PA.
As a quick sidebar, I'm really curious, like, what item he normally puts in his first slot, if it's like his Blink Dagger or something like that. Because it's like, it needs to be your instant cast button or whatever.
Okay, Force is crazy.
Yeah, that's a little much.
That was a little much.
Underlord ulti, he's tanky.
He is tanky, and Force is not crazy. He knew what was going to happen exactly. Xepher's already dead. Yeah. Now they're baiting FBZ, who got bashed. He's going to stay into the Pit of Malice a little bit too long. Another bash, is that possible? No. FBZ counterattacks as soon as he gets to the high ground. We get the arena blood launched. The Haunt as well. The Morphling goes in the middle. It's Natsumi in between 4 heroes. Maybe not the best of choices. He's going to need to monster style this fruit away. But no, the monster style is already done. He's going to die in the middle of this Pit of Malice. Natsumi overestimate his ability. Even with Yopaj's help towards the end, now they can only get counter kills, but they've already lost their carry. Yopaj is going for Force. Force is quite tanky. One last Light of Fist is going to utilize instead on the Snapfire as it send back Kokz. The BKB a little bit late. A Pit of Malice will cover his escape.
He's out of there.
Natsumi, he wanted to maximize damage, and instead he only maximized it on himself. People often underestimate how valuable it is for area skills to be moving, right? So I would like that for Kokz too.
Yeah. Could be a good option for him to grow into. We'll see, though, as, of course, Second Roche is not going to be up for another while, but the teams don't quite know that.
Gonna find the Ember and turn him into a pig. Can they kill him in the duration of the Hex? They cannot for now. Natsumi's actually committing for Skem, and he might be the stronger Spectre. Natsumi just finished off Skemberlu. Yopaj managed to get away with his life this time. Force is in an awkward position, but the question is, do they have vision? They do not. Oh, FBZ does get the Steve walked underneath a sentry. Now they know where he is, and Natsumi will guarantee the skill.
And
even tracked him before he died.
Of course, not very happy with that fight.
Okay.
Playing the trombone. But what can they actually do to stop Boom here?
I don't know, Spectre in 16 seconds. All they gotta do is delay, Richie. All they gotta do is delay. The cookie
Nice
onto the
cookie.
green. That's a good delay. Natsumi is full agi. They know this too, but they're committing
the stun.
FBZ. He knows he missed the spear, but it doesn't matter because Kokz is
Roddgeee,
dead.
he's trying to
Roddgee's trying to take this Roche down. That just
the Aegis.
The shard he did not get, so that's going to go the way of Boom. Natsumi, though, is stuck here. He realizes it's not somebody wants to take. He starts to TP. Is there any bashes here? The arrow will help him survive here. Mortimer's kiss is to catch down Yopaj. xNova as well. Yopaj is dying to his own fire. They have cracked him. It's so difficult for him to get away. He will not. He is going to die to that final shuriken. GEEK SLATE somehow turned this around. Roddgeee, please, spotlight on this man.
Roddgeee, they don't even get the Aegis off of him. He's going to be pushing high ground.
Yeah, Roddgeee is currently the strongest hero.
He's gone. He's the one sieging.
Okay, they're going to punish this. This is the same play happened earlier.
Okay, that's why you take Aegis.
This is a spiteful death, though. This is a very spiteful death.
What a play.
Probably burned down Seville 3 times in the meantime.
Okay.
Little historical reference.
There it is. Oh, careful though, Skem in the firing line of the
This
smoke.
would be great. Oh, they don't.
What?
They just got him. They just got him. Arena. There's the spear as well. Clear the trees as well.
Lincoln's
and they
broke.
turn into him. Can they kill him in time? Yes. The stun is long enough. FPC is now in trouble. Forced to
Got
big
by.
AB. Those Mortimer's kisses don't seem to deter him at all. They do finish
There
off
they go.
Xepher though, as Force continues to try to finish off FPC, and FPC just dragging them away. Natsumi though is stuck in the fray. He's stuck in that pit of malice. He is going to die. FPC might have gone away, but maybe staying behind, tanking some damage would have been better there. Nope.
They started off that fight terribly and had to concede the Roche.
Did you see FPZ considered God's rebuking the courier while Moonlight shadowed? And someone's like, no, FPZ, we have bigger fish to
This is
fry.
a wrap though. Check this out. Oh, great positioning by Hustler.
Yeah, he's gonna break this. However, we're still working on the Spectre. Nice hunt. He avoided the spear with a hunt. He is still in a pickle. But,
Isolated though.
oh, where is he going now? He's going down bottom.
Where's Kokz going?
Kokz is trying to help out Skem, but Skem is stuck in the arena now. FPZ gets this perfectly. FPZ low on HP, doesn't matter though because he got the kill on Skem, and that is the dieback they were looking for. Force trying to TP, the damage by Natsumi is too high. Roddgeee, you no longer have an Aegis, my friend, which means he will also be sent flying.
I don't know what the comms was. I think GEEK SLATE panicked hard. And that.
Oh, they used both on the laner Axe, actually. I thought they were going to use the second one on the tower.
And Spectre set for 30 seconds. Boom, know this. And then what's even better?
Axe, okay.
Can
they surprise Natsumi with this? They forced him offensively right into the pit of malice. Natsumi has BKB though.
Oh, no.
And style, and he's going to fight back. In fact, he's not interested. He just wants the
barracks.
Rex.
Okay. So they got in melee barracks, and they know Roche could respawn as soon as in 10 seconds, pardon me.
And now this gives him enough security to go for the Roche. Okay, get rid of the golem. He was in the kind of, what's it called? The blind spot.
Yeah,
and the
one
Roche
of
pit.
those weird terrain spots there. Natsumi, by the way, level 25. He's gone for waveform cooldown.
Oh, they send him Bounty Hunter. There's another way to initiate with a Hex on top of this. Mortimer's kisses.
No
He
way.
can forfeit time.
No
It just got
way.
rid of Natsumi. Good part of the enemy carry. FPZ's trying to salvage his team with a good arena, but he's going to die in the middle of this arena. Second arena as well.
Oh, the spear.
The damage is pretty good, but is it going to be enough? No, FPZ's already down. They already got rid of Yopaj. He's silenced. He's rooted. He's dead. Xepher 2. 4 of Boom's heroes. No buyback on any of them, Richie.
That straight into Roche here for GEEK SLATE. He's already half HP. I actually can't believe they caught him with that. The deal ward was so crucial. That's why Bounty fought so hard over that cliff. Otherwise, they would have seen the Bounty fly in midair. At least 2 lanes.
I heard him eat the Moonshot as well. Yep, there's the Moonshot consumed.
By the way, Underlord, oh, he's holding to the Ags. No buyback for Skem, but he's got Aegis. What is he just purchased then?
I think we're the region currently with the highest average game length. I don't know if Sap can check that for me, but I've seen that somewhere.
I'm not sure either.
Or in Knoxville, you can subtweet me about this. It's okay. I'm wrong.
Ours is so close to 25 as well. Oh.
Roddgeee almost got bursted by that spear. Actually gave him a lot of space. He's not in the arena either. Roddgee's gonna be fine for now. Skem went in though. Skem wants to kill FPZ, and with the help of Force, they might be able to do so. FPZ trying to use the arena to save him, but he got saved. Rubik stole the gobble up. And that's why FPZ's not dead right now. They cancel the Morphle TP. However, Natsumi has no base HP. Oh no. You hate it when you leave your carry in daycare. You just forgot. You both thought it was your turn to pick them up. Nobody ended up doing that.
Does it stack? If he puts 2 arenas down, do you get 360 HP regen
That's
a second?
a very good question.
I have never
no
bothered to test. I've never bothered to test. I have no idea.
I don't know, actually.
We'll see. That's a significant...
Hello! That is an interesting initiation by Force. Can they save him? The gobble up? But this time it's to initiate. So they're actually hoping to take this around. But look at Skem. He goes for the backline. He's trying to kill the roommate. Kokz already dead. Force as well. But Skem at least did finish off Xepher. There were Natsumi. Turned into Skem. He's going to fight him head on. A little bit scared though because of the buybacks here from GEEK SLATE. And he's stuck himself. There's no gobble up to save him this time. But they need to do something. A stun. Something. It's going to be too late. Skem is already... Sorry. It's going to be Natsumi's already dead. They also finished off FBZ. They did force a couple buybacks, but the enemy carry didn't die.
Top's already shoved in, and we've seen how slow GEEK SLATE push. They used everything in that fight. So Kokz is going to be have to go on to take the Aegis. Wow, this is fast. There's a butterfly now on the Spectre. I think they should just push and try and end the game here, I guess. Or Roddgeee can use it and Sproink out of the fight. He's got to sight the Vice now. So there is a reason for him to have some gap close.
Roddgeee is a puppy fan himself, we know.
I told you, man. I didn't think we'd be going quite to, an hour plus long.
Oh, no.
Here.
This is not the right way to initiate for Boom. And in fact, the Spectre catches the Marauder from behind. They stopped her for now. Can they surprise Skem with this?
Kokz is in.
Kokz is in. And that is going to be Xepher out. FBZ is also trying to get out. Maybe a little bit late. He's gonna have to TP. They've also cut up to Yopaj. Japoy turned into a pig and now into a corpse. He's down. Natsumi and FBZ are okay. They have buy. They all have buy, actually.
They all have buy. Natsumi's actually still pushing down bottom, but mid-wave, that's the problem. And they're going to Fiendskate directly top.
Yeah, they don't care. They just want to force it. There's the buybacks.
Is active right now, though. No, not anymore.
Not anymore. It's Roddgeee who's leading the fray, has Sproink to get out. Everyone has buyback. Natsumi, though, not coming back yet. He's just trying to get some items. Ex Machina in his inventory. That's going to help him. Double BKB, double Manta style here.
Boomer kind of on the ropes here.
You know, the stat I'm actually interested in this game, Richie, is does Force have the most all chats in a DPC game ever made? I think he might be there.
Careful here.
Natsumi turned to the other Lord.
Damage.
Can they kill?
Look at that damage from Rubik.
Is he gonna die?
He's just dead.
He's just gonna die. That's the first life only. FBZ, though, hiding in the trees, has Refresher. Still available. There's FBZ. He's crazy. And the BKB, the Refresh. We're gonna make sure we get one arena down. Perhaps FBZ, he was holding on to it. Surprised him. Natsumi, though, he's turned into Underlord. He has been hexed, but he will survive. He's tanking up. Has the resistance anyway. FBZ, though, now stunned. The help from the Pit of Malice this time is from Natsumi. FBZ's already down, but has buyback. Natsumi is tanking a fair amount. That Morphling is hard to kill thanks to Scotty and the Satanic. He got Skem's down. Skem's about to fall. He's down. 100 seconds without him. He has Shadow Step. He could buyback, but Kokz is no longer able to join the fray. There we go. The surprising Shadow Step from Skem. This could be a suicide. Can they punish this? They got Yopaj. Yopaj is down, but the Pit of Malice is from Natsumi. That's going to be enough. That's going to kill NARMAN. They managed to defend for now. NARMAN immediately buys back. Boom. They're defending their last 2 racks like their life depends on it.
Well, maybe he'll actually feed this to Kokz. I'm not sure.
You know, Natsumi, this whole game playing without buyback. His house is a charcuterie board because he's living on a knife's edge.
This is scary. Because here come GEEK SLATE. Hello, xNova.
Okay, xNova tanks the Hex. That is definitely...
He's got buy in 30 seconds, but Roche is up in 5, and maybe they're looking for more.
Boom cannot fight this without xNova, right? They forced the one arena as well. And from behind, they're also going for
Natsumi.
Xepher might just die. Natsumi also stuck. They hexed him a second time. We have a second arena, however, from FBZ. And they're going for this. They have no support. But still want to fight this. The combo up will save Skemberlu from dying. NARMAN might die for this, but that's okay. As Morphling has to fight versus the whole enemy team. 1v5 seems like a hard task to do. FBZ's already dying here. The Wind Waker celebration from Roddgeee. The Mortimer's case is raining down. NARMAN wants his revenge.
That has to be it.
He loves the smell of napalm in the morning, and they will find it. Everyone on Boom is dead. Absolute team wipe. As X-Cyclops would say, call the janitor.
xNova with buyback. Yopaj has just got it back up, but Natsumi again. He's 200 gold on the buyback. Someone go get the bounty room.
Oh my God, someone. There we go. That's what he did. It was actually Yopaj who took it. Does he have barely enough?
They need more. They need the other bounty.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's not enough. At least Rubik has his buyback now, but they don't have the outpost either. But GEEK SLATE, they're running it down now. The all chat voice has all the voice lines bound in the game.
And he no longer has abilities bound. They found this poor Ember.
Oh, the
Ember,
lift.
he got saved by the Force. It wasn't enough. He's dead. That's 1 pig down, 2nd pig down as well. And Force will guarantee this game. There is no buyback on this Morphling. No more chances for Boom.
He's going to get it in 1 second. Now
It doesn't seem to matter. Kokz already has the Fallen Sky. They're going for this last Ancient. What will you do, Natsumi? You alone are not strong enough. You've already found out once. You'll find out again. The Ancient falls, and GEEK SLATE will force a Game 3. Sighs of relief from GEEK SLATE. One man he needs to go to the bathroom.
Sprinting to the bathroom.
I've been holding it in for the past 50 minutes. Everyone's sprinting to the bathroom.
Like, it's cool to see how teams adjust to one another, especially given that they only play each other once per season.
Yeah, there's a meta that develops in its own best of 3, right? As we're now seeing an interesting idea. Tri-lane versus Tri-lane. Let's see what happens here to Xepher, who has found a way around the trees. Crocodiles are actually pretty fast out of water too, but unfortunately not when they're poisoned.
Yeah, and only in a straight line.
Which is why Xepher got killed the moment he started to turn.
It's true.
There's been a lot of movement here, but I don't feel like there's been actually any intent or clear ideas as to, getting kills. Maybe top. Xepher will be the first to do them. Okay, they have Cookie. This would be good.
Yeah, they're getting xNova down bottom as well. Just a good dispose into telekinesis.
Skem is going to die up top and down bottom at the same time. xNova falls, but Skem is a much bigger kill for Boom. It's a nice trade for them.
So eventually, we'll see who they give those to. Maybe FBZ to just get his helm online a bit sooner.
Bottom Natsumi, he has been disposed. They also hit him with that rebound, but the help from Yopaj here might turn this around. As they stun NARMAN once. Oh, the second bug doesn't get him, but they had the shield crash just in case.
Not a nice kill. Yopaj does TP for that one, and is going to be necessary to save Natsumi's life. In fact, maybe they can turn. Spectral Dagger here. xNova coming from behind as well with the Centaur. Stop. Conqueror. There's the stomp. All the creeps as well. Really getting to work, and Viper just massively outnumbered there.
Yep.
Well positioned to pull here, or sorry, stack from Roddgeee, sees him away from that gank safely, but the DD rune in the river is going to be scouted. That could be a sparring point here.
Yopaj. Hit by the Mortimer's Kisses. There's a rolling thunder as well. Skem. Okay, he's just going to die the Mortimer's Kisses. He missed a couple just to give Skem a chance, but eventually ended up dying.
The DD rune in the bottle here, though, for Kokz.
Yopaj is the target here. Oh, he did get the shield crash, which means no damage reduction. Pretty big deal. Swashbuckle stolen by Roddgeee. I can do that too, he says.
Okay, not a bad sequence of events then. A one-for-one trade. We need tank kind of thing, but would be nice for them to be able to withstand what is a pretty substantial power spike here for Yopaj. See, now he's showing off that defusal. There's a roar top lane, though. It's going to be onto Force, but actually, BZ just trying to get out of here.
Force, yeah, they stole the roar and bust the break. This is finally what the Viper was used for. Oh, no. Oh, no, Force killed himself. But at the same time, they can get Natsumi, so it's not bad for Kokz.
Maybe FBZ.
Kokz is looking for the easier kill here, and it might just be Yopaj who put himself in the middle of the fray. And it was indeed NARMAN. Finally, Yopaj falls. Kokz showing he is the superior mid laner for now.
Yeah.
But I am a little bit surprised in the rule because I usually consider this hero needs some farm.
Yeah, exactly. And Mech, it's a decent item. The team needs it for sure with how squishy they can be this game, but it's very mana intensive. I feel like all of Rubik's spells cost quite a bit.
Diffusal Blade, they caught NARMAN with this. Mortimer's Kiss is committed as well. They really want to kill NARMAN, and Xepher eventually just cookies to make sure he doesn't get caught by the Rubik. Now they have to reposition this fight a little bit awkward, but if they kill the Ember, that would be perfect start with it. Sure, they lose Xepher in the process, but they're more than happy to do this as the Haunt from the Spectre catches the Drow Ranger, thanks to the Rolling Thunder as well. They're going on for Skem, and also Force at the same time. Skem is already dead. Force is a little bit too slow. One more hit from the Impetus. Can they get it in time? No, Force actually got away using the night vision to his advantage.
But they got Yopaj in the meantime.
They did get Yopaj in the meantime.
It cost them the buyback of the Marcy, but I think that's actually well worth it out from Hustle at this stage. Pretty good amount of minus armor, that Desolate damage, and the bonus attack speed from the Ancient Thunderhide means that Natsumi is going to be able to pick up his first Aegis. Because I don't see anyone going for it these days anymore. Natsumi didn't consider it at all last game, and he's going to go for a Manta, which I think is a fair and strong item, especially this game.
Yeah.
But there's an Ember on the enemy side. I guess he has Lincolns. Oh, hello.
Yopaj has been caught. Toxin will save him some damage, but he's most likely still going to die. That's Force dead. Yopaj rolls through two more, gets the swashbuckle off, but they do hit him. They have a rebound as well.
Nice.
Sorry, dispose as well, and that's going to kill off Yopaj at the expense of NARMAN's life, however. Kokz finally gets rid of the dragon, and xNova will be left behind as Xepher tries to find a safe place to TP. xNova's already down. They are still looking for FBZ, but luckily Xepher will be able to get away.
Plus, you can give it to your Drow if she needs it.
That's a very good point, actually. Ember is in this kind of midway point. Actually, he's not at a midway point. The person's at a midway point is Enchantress. xNova has been found. There's the Haunt immediately, though, to counter-initiate. And the Rolling Thunder as well. He's going to try to go down to the low ground, but he bonks instead, hoping to kill off the Viper first, and that's Force dead. BKB already acted on Skem, and Skem is looking to finish off this pesky Pango, but instead it's going to be his teammate who dies.
Wow.
NARMAN, one more hit. Yopaj comes back in for this, and in fact they want to fight this further. Skem is the target. He has been disarmed. The axe is on top of everything flying for Skem. They did buy back on Force, which forces the guys at Boom to retreat. They all try to TP in time. They're quite quick on it, but unfortunately the Spectre might not be fast enough. Natsumi activates that blade mail. TP in the middle of this. He gets broken, and that TP obviously got canceled by Rubik.
Yeah.
Easy kill for them. That was interesting choice.
Yep, really, really good buyback there by Force. You know, it makes it even harder, really, to get a roar onto him. Beastmaster these days, you don't really always see them going for, who is it, like Rasmus would always go like Brown Boots, Blink Dagger immediately.
Yeah.
Kinda it's fallen off. The BKB and a couple more auras have always been preferred.
Another initiation happens. They did catch him with the Rolling Thunder. Plus a roar. That's going to be enough. Kokz is
ran
dead.
in. He just ran in.
He did. Protecting to be the Drown Rage. You now got the kill on the enemy offlaner. Yopaj is down.
They stole Rolling Thunder.
They're going for this. They stole Rolling Thunder. Kokz is back, and the Beastmaster's out.
Okay, you have to get Roche. I think you...
Or you got to get more. Look at Kokz. He's crazy. He's going for xNova. He's diving the enemy tier 2 tower. They will get this kill. Now Roche, tier 2. What's the objective?
I think you need Roche right now. You just bought back on an Ember Spirit.
No, they're tier 2ing. They're tier 2ing.
Okay.
Oh, Third tries to chop. Roche is really angry today.
He's quite upset that they're dragging him outside of the pit. Roddgeee doesn't really need to be in the pit. Probably shouldn't, unfortunately. I don't think we'll see another one. Down goes the Aegis. Oh, but they're trying to fight. It's not Aegis.
What a telekinesis, though. Trying to stop him in the middle of this fight. However, Natsumi is just a little bit too strong. Brings down NARMAN already. Force with his BKB. He's fighting head on. In fact, he now sees opportunities, but Force decides his best to just retreat with his Force Staff. They lost the Aegis, Richie.
Wow. So is Skem. They've got some serious levels right now on Skem and Kokz. I'm not sure that they're 3 levels clear of FBZ, who's the highest level core on Boom. It's an 11k net Wordly to
Rolling Thunder. Okay, they went to Force first. They want to get rid of that Nether Toxin, and they should be able to. They forced him offensively, actually, but they just lacked the damage. Nosedive saving him now. It's Yopaj who's in trouble, and Japoy's dead. Japoy is down.
He is. Double BKB forced out there from GEEK SLATE. Just they thought probably more counter initiation was coming when it wasn't.
Only break that's undispellable in the game.
Disjoint it. Just disjoint that projectile.
Yeah.
It's applied, of course, on hit. Now, though, teams, we'll see. It seems like Boom really want to make a move. We're well before the Roche window, though.
Yes, we are. They were considering this enchantment. Oh, the look easy to save.
That's Haunt. That's Haunt used.
It is Haunt used, actually.
He's in the river, though. He's just jumping around. But he's
I don't think he cares. Like, here comes Kokz. Searing Chains, now the Monta style used to dispel them. He just refreshes another set of Searing Chains, but he gets bashed. That's unfortunate. Can he get those Searing Chains off? He might just find him now.
Oh,
wow! Oh no! It's Skem, a K-pop idol. That was a one-hit wonder. FBZ also in trouble. He's rooted and dead. Oh my god!
Just like K-pop, he's got his army behind him. And
it's not going to work.
Linken's breaks, at least. That was Shadow Step used to break Linken's, though, so it's not ideal. Then you just jump around, and they're just going to be doing some damage here. Disarm in from Force as he just slams himself on the ground, splattering his poison around, I guess is the lore.
Primal Roar as well.
Yeah, 2 gems as well for GEEK SLATE, so there's just no way your wards are staying alive right now. Both supports, I believe, hold it onto one. As Boom, they're going to be recalled back now for the defense. Skem
rolling to work. Okay, Yopaj. Okay, Primal Roar as well. And they're going straight for Skem. Skem is going to die here. Not enough time to the BKB. Well played by Boom. They got the kill they were looking for. Roddgeee will be the second kill here. And they find Force. That back was really, really important. But Natsumi is going really low. He's going to die to the Ember Spirit there.
Buybacks all around.
The buybacks as well. They saw the enemy carry fall. Now they have a chance. Force is still strong enough. Yopaj falls to the backlines as Kokz is destroying the support here. There's lag spikes. Okay, can xNova save him? We do have a Force Staff still on xNova to save up the Ember Spirit.
Own bash!
Sorry, to the Beastmaster, and that's going to be exactly an Ember.
He's got buyback. He's got buyback as well, and a Remnant in the fight.
Okay, pretty big deal.
But
he can always buy back here if they think that's the right play, but they're going to go for Roche instead.
But they don't know how much damage Skem does, and it's just way too much. Down it goes Skem, quickly picking up that Aegis, leaving nothing to chance.
They're going to fight maybe xNova here? No, not xNova just yet. Searing Chains, though. Kokz is back. Xepher's in trouble now. Xepher will activate the Ghost Scepter, but I think Xepher, there's no chance for you to get away.
Okay. that is then
The first dieback.
the first dieback on the side of Boom.
He bought out because he knows he's putting his remnants all over the base.
Has Refresher in 100 seconds, so only the one BKB charge and the one Lincoln Spear charge to play with.
Well, Skem might be in an awkward position. Yopaj saw it. He considered rolling thunder. He's going to go for it. They're going to go for him now. Well, they used the proper roar as well. They committed everything they could. They're supposed to try to save him. Skem might be down, but that's only his first life. And they still need a little more damage. They don't have it. Skem won't enter the Axis. He's alive.
HP.
He's okay, which means round 2 is coming. Force is forcing everyone out. Natsumi was forced to use his BKB. We couldn't get him to spoil that from NARMAN. Skem is going back in. He's okay to lose his Aegis now. He knows he's already done his job. He can continue pushing now as well. Last racks. Mega Creep's ready.
They actually just take Skem on over to the Ancients, where he gets that sidekick lifesteal, and he's back to full HP. It's so hard to take down this team, and now they're going right back in for the killing blow.
Telekinesis, Natsumi, he uses the Manta Stone too early. Searing Chains will punish that. He's stunned still. The hunt's starting to help him, but it's not enough. Natsumi's about to die. He's hunting around. It's not going to be enough. Natsumi's already dead. That haunt shenanigans didn't work out, Richie.
And Skem with the voice lines immediately. It's not just Force anymore. GEEK SLATE, they're feeling themselves. They start to close out game 2, game 3. GG's calls, they've done it.
Skem knows he's beat his former team. He could have been their carry. They went for Natsumi instead. NARMAN has no emotion. Skem is fighting them a little bit here. Is it another P break? Yeah, they're all going together to the bathroom. That's good. There we go. Skem finally gets a smile. And they do get that 2-1 against Boom Esports.